In this video, I will show you a process or technique how, based off the initial sketches and then the geometry we created, we can recreate a new linear construction document. For example, everything that we see here, we simply drew and then developed over time. There are some issues in there. For example, here this line is not correct when we put this in for the wall. And here we have some elements. And also what happens when we just make a construction document, and this is actually reflecting a real world problem. Then comes the construction company, builds everything, and then maybe something has to be changed, client wish, etc. Okay, so then the actual design, or in our case here, the model, will be different than the original document. So what we have then to do is retroactively take a look at our 3D model or the design and update our initial drawings. You also see here, I do not have any images, sorry, architectural symbols for the windows in, because I modeled these windows simply in elevation mode. That was simply more logical to do than putting that into the sketch for the walls. As a fun fact, the house I'm in, for example, is totally different in many details than the official construction documents one can pull from the city, explaining or giving proof of the problem of the initial construction documents. Do they really match up with the finished product when there were changes done during the construction time? Okay, so how do we now forget about our initial ideation sketches and create a new sketch based off our model? So I will start by creating a construction plane from the ground, and I will move this one down maybe 100 inches. The distance doesn't really matter, it just should be sufficiently away from everything. It's maybe say 200 or 300, so it's really, there's a good distance, very good. So when I rotate, I can see easily between them. So I would like to bring in my elements. So this wall, I can project in there. So I select the face, project that in to this construction plane or onto this construction plane, and the software automatically then starts drawing everything for me. Because here I projected two faces, I also projected this edge and then this edge, and they overlap. So that's a problem. Here I have a copy. So I will select it and delete it. The same here. Okay, now easy. As long as I know things in here are correct, I can also select elements from a sketch and project it into another sketch. So I don't have to redraw it. Just make it simple. Easy. Foolproof might be a good term. Now here we have the problem with the door. So how do I bring the door in? Well, I could select this, but this selects 4 faces. Edges, sorry. And this selects 4 edges. I only want this corner edge and this corner edge. That is really of interest to me. Okay. Select the sketch and project. There it is. Here I have these elements, 1, 2, 3. I select just the corners into the sketch and project. There. You see, it's actually pretty pretty easy. And then to create everything for the window and the doors, and do exactly the same. Select edge by edge here, there, and yeah, this door we did, no? Yeah, we did already. Okay, good. So here, project this one down. So you see, it's actually a pretty easy process based on whatever we have to quickly then add all the details to it. We have also here our beams. Well, now we can do exactly the same. So I hide this view. Let's see if we can actually do two maybe at the same time. So they're both selected. I unhide the sketch. So I show this one more time so I can select it. Go project. But here, this should be my target. This should be the profile to project. And there it is. So we can edges or faces. Here, this will be easier to select the face and the face. And then this is my target project. And you see here these icons. The one with the target, well, that's the target. So let's click the floor. That's the target. This is something to project. Done. There we are. Super nice. If we want, we could even select edges here. There. Okay. And then this. Project. Yeah, this is all correct. There. All in. So there's now measuring, redrawing. This is very labor intensive. We simply project the stuff in and trusting obviously also in this case that my 3D geometry is good. And now if we want, then we could call this plan view new if we want to. Very good. And that's all that I wanted to show in this video.